nice over here. I'm gonna probably try and rearrange things. What's I went to counseling today. So, this is what they thought. I didn't see my outfit underneath. It's too warm now that I'm home. I have to keep holding this up, but then the bottom comes up. Oh. Fighting and dealing with it, it just hates me. Okay, that's fine. So apparently, the gown pattern, see on the inside back here, and then there's like another weird arrow thing down the back of this. Not quite. There. You can't see it. I can't see it. But you can. Yeah. Kind of see it. Kind of can't. But yeah. Sorry. I got distracted. I always get distracted. I can't focus. Yeah. It's really hard for us to focus. I went to counseling. Finally talked to them. It went a lot better because I wasn't as nervous. So, and I took the paper with me and like actually forced myself to speak. So, they could actually help me and everything. So yeah, I gave them the WAW path paper. I told them I only need a medical professional, and then I had tried before, and that my last therapist, Sarah Shed, wanted me to do the DMR. It's the weird lights. To help you deal with trauma and everything like that. So I told that all to my therapist. She had me take dissociative. When you disassociate, she had me take that test. We talked a little bit about how I was self-diagnosed, but there was a few things that I left out, or that I remember wanting to say. For me personally, self-diagnosis is like super helpful. I know it can be dangerous and cannot be helpful. Obviously it can just confuse a lot more people. Yeah. And it can cause a lot more problems. Especially if you just like look at anything and you don't look at reliable sources. Yeah, I sometimes I became a little obsessed with it. Sorry. Now for me, it's not really a bad thing. It's a really good thing because I think I have all the problems. I'm like, I have all of them. I was like, every problem in the world, I have it, you know? I have all the problems. And then I actually go to these different websites, and then I take every single different test for all the different disorders, and then I'm like, I don't have this problem. Especially when I'm having, like, violent thoughts or things like that, then I'll be like, I'm a psychopath. And then I actually take those tests, and I take them multiple times and on different medical websites, which are obviously actual hospitals and everything, and their screenings. So they're tools not used for the doctors to help you get a diagnosis and everything like that. they're obviously not 100%. They tell you that in the description and everything. They're just like, your score or whatever, and they give you take the test, they give you a score, and then like, what the score means is that you're like, most likely you do have this problem, or you probably don't have this problem, and you should talk to a professional. So yeah. Yeah, it's helpful because I think I have all the problems. So even though, like, in my head, I know that I do not have, like, I know logically I do not have, like, a lot of these different things. I need examples. I've taken a lot of different tests for things I know I do not have. But it's really helping and reassuring, because I'm like, I have everything. I have all the problems. So I have to reassure myself and be like, yeah, you do not have this problem. This is one less problem. This is something you do not have. You have a lot of problems, but this is not one of them. So let me see. I've taken bipolar test a few times. Yeah, I'm not bipolar. And the test obviously fixed that. I've taken schizophrenia test because my brother has this schizophrenia. I'm one of 9 siblings. You know. One of us was probably gonna have it, you know. We have a lot of issues. But yeah. I don't have schizophrenia. I don't have DID like my sister. I knew I didn't, but I took the test anyway to help reassure myself. And then I took multiple different tests. I'm not a sociopath, and I'm not a psychopath. And that's what the medical, and I also in the description of the test, they also tell you the symptoms and the description and the definition of that disorder. So, yeah. Sorry. That's everything I want to talk about self-diagnosis. So yeah, that was the only thing I didn't talk about to my therapist. I didn't include. Was a little bit of that. It was just more of explaining it. Because her job is to explain, like, it can be dangerous, if, like, you don't use these tools properly and you don't take things with precaution, and, if it causes you more stress and different things like that. But it's more been a tool to help me. It's been way more helpful than ever hindering or not helpful. So, yes, I've self-diagnosed. Yeah, at some point, hopefully, we'll talk and we'll maybe see if I actually, because I'm pretty sure I'm paranoid. So, we'll probably talk about that at some point. But yeah, she said she went to the desk and talked to them while I was taking the test about disassociating. I do disassociate. My score was like 25. Apparently if it was 30 and above, I couldn't take the EDMR, but she also wants to get it lower, and she's not certified in that. My doctor is Sam at, let me see, Family Social Services. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's different than the Family Services Association or whatever. the FSSA. 2 S's. I need to say that, spell it out and everything, because I always just say FASA. I know, it's not the correct term or whatever. So, yeah, okay. That's everything. I'm blabbering. Sorry about that. Bye. I'm fixing this. Great. It's gonna be a minute.